here we come another basic design, which is convergent parallel design, right? It is concurrent triangulation design as well. Either it's convergent or concurrent, right? It's called by both of the names, and you would, when you read more literature about them, you would read both of the terms interchangeably, right? And purpose of this design is to best understand or develop more complete understanding of the research. And as the word itself says, concurrent, right? So it means that both set of strands are interfacing at the same time, right? They are integrated. Remember? They are integrated, both of the strands, right from the design phase to the dissemination, right? Problem by obtaining different but complementary data, validation purpose method. So more than triangulation and validation, in some cases, when you have to collect the data and you actually don't know if you can come back to the same person or not. So when you are getting data, you took the data and at the same time, but again, here, you know, as we, you must be thinking that why I shared that slide where I was discussing that in quantitative research, the tool is actually leading you, right? But in the qualitative research, the researcher itself is the tool or the instrument of research. So the researcher should know how much they are experienced in their field, not only by field, but also how familiar they are with the construct that they are researching. So when they look into the data, let's suppose participant A, B, C, and D have given them a data about the similar construct, about the burnout and the organizational learning, right? When I look into this questionnaire, I quickly scan, right? And when I scan the data, I see the pattern becoming more, you know, somewhere it's blurred and somewhere I see, no, it needs more clarity. So right there, I would ask more questions, right? And for this particular design, when we are designing the tool, we actually put the key right there with it, and it shouldn't be just a tool that we design without giving, and those options not necessarily needs to be, you know, loudly shared. Rather, it is only for the purpose of the researcher. So the data can be concurrently triangulated at the same time. At the same time, in this research procedure, analyzing the quantitative and qualitative data separately, comparing or combining the results of the quantitative and qualitative data analysis, collect survey data, quantitative, and collect individual interviews, and then compare the results, right? So it can be like one day I went to the organization and I took the quantitative data. I have not, the key is that I have not analyzed the data yet, yes? But I only looked at the projection of the data, and it gives me, you know, I've scanned all my questionnaire and it gives me a data, it gives me a projection, and I go for unpacking of the qualitative data. It's not, the purpose is not to explain, right? But only to triangulate. If does this really mean or not? Okay, when it can be used, when you want to combine the advantages of quantitative trend, large number generalization with qualitative detail, small number in depth, the same purpose, but the most important purpose here is validation, triangulation of your quantitative findings. It's not unpacking or leading or explaining, it's validating. Remember the word here. When you want to expand your quantitative findings with some open-ended qualitative data, for example, survey with closed and open-ended question, right? It's the same thing. Now you see, quant and qual, and both interpretation are getting together. It's not like you do the results, you do the results, but in separate phases. It's not like one is leading the other one.